Shut up!
Is a very nice person.
Let's go with Mel.
Everybody shut up.
This is a train wreck already. Welcome to the roast of Kevin Lang. I'm Mike, I'm the host, the only friend that could make it today. And we have our lovely panel of roasters.
That's so sad.
All roasters that all wish they were black. That's not what equality means, but you know, whatever. We're back here. Jacob was the one who set everything up. Round of applause for Jacob. After seeing the roast of Hugo, he wanted to, you know, do something similar, so he put us all in a group chat, and that's about it.
Got it done! Good job!
Very reminiscent of uploading the VODs. Can't be too harsh, though. He got it done, right? We're all here today. The panel is a bit odd, though, you know? I think Joe's just here because after playing being in tournament, he realized this is the only place he can do damage to him. Let's go! I think Gil's just here for the free food. Sam's just here for the free anything. And Rob's not in this joke because he was at it at the last minute.
Go, Rob.
Yeah. Fuck him up. I was a bit sad after hearing that Rob was on this panel, actually, just because how much he smells. He just bad. Yeah, sometimes I just have to leave the hut because of how much he smells. I think the source of his stench is actually his armpits. The way he just parades it around is just really despicable. Also, he wears glasses because his eyes are inferior to mine.
People wear glasses. Suck.
Little known fact, actually, his eyes are misshapen. They're different sizes, so the glasses are also different sizes. Similar to Sloth from the Goonies. Yeah. Also, he gives really hard fist bumps after sets. That is the I just wanted to let you know. So everybody give it up for Rob.
Yeah, let's go, Rob! Go, Rob!
Come on, Rob.
I'm proud of you.
Let's go. Fucking Rob. Here we go. He's got papers. Nice shirt. Where'd you get it? Yeah, was that times the Roman 12 double space? You get it?
12 of them. I'm honestly more excited for your section.
Yeah, you have some citations in there?
Mike, I was a little offended by the smell comment, and I want you to know that I would justify it with a response if you were anything more than a notch on Becca's belt.
Oh!
Oh my God!
Let's go, Becca!
Let's go, Becca!
Now, before I insult everybody further, I'd like to thank Kevin and the rest of these nerds for having me here as a speaker. I am honored. But it makes sense.
Let's go.
But it makes sense because I've been around these guys for a long time because somehow I couldn't find anything better. I was there for Sam's long and fruitless pursuit of Allie.
Oh my God! Right off the bat! Right off the bat! Oh my God!
And the absolute roller coaster of emotions that was the relationship that Gil has had with the girl who he only refers to as the fat chick. I watched Kevin lose to Danny T. Oh, I can repeat that one if you want.
Danny T. Please
Who? Rob, please repeat it.
Who the fuck is
Danny T?
Danny T!
Exactly!
Who is Danny
Wait,
T?
you mean Clayton Bigsby?
Kevin! How do you lose?
And I watched Joe lose to everyone at Saps.
Let's go, Joe.
Shyneless.
And perhaps the most painful, I watched with an aching heart as Jacob endured the humiliation of losing to Kevin's Ness.
Oh no! Oh no!
Leave him out of this.
Let's
I'm okay with it. You're okay. Kevin's pretty good.
So let me start with our home's namesake, the man of every hour, Jacob Weiskel. You silly, wheezing Jew.
He's filming you! How could you? This is going on the internet, sir. How could you?
Not getting any job off.
You managed to get on the PR using nothing but nair and the pure tilt factor of your labored breathing. When I play melee against you, I never know whether to try to and win or run to get an inhaler. You sound like you're on life support, and if you were on life support, I would pull that shit immediately.
I'm loving this.
Now let me start on Penn State's resident 1-2 Mark. Beautiful. Hairy bear of a man. No. I had plans to write jokes either about how often you bail on plans or how often I have decimated you in bracket. But I'm not sure which has happened more, so I'm going to do both.
Yeah, nice.
For 3 years now, in a row, we have gone to game 3 and you have almost beaten me. And for 3 years, we have gotten the same message in the group chat saying, hey guys, I can't make it to pit today. I'm really sorry about everyone that I promised a ride to. And that is consistency. And as a guy whose tag is Mayo, I really value That was page 1, guys.
Alright. He'll be here all night.
Page 2. I'm gonna go ahead and start on our local Hungry Box wannabe. Sam, I just want you to know, personally, that last year you left so much shit at people's places and crashed on so many couches that I was genuinely concerned you might be homeless.
A mortgage!
That's all I've written about you. It's time to talk about another 1-2 legend, Mike, our resident Falcon.
You?
Yeah, which one?
How many would you come? I mean, someone.
I believe you more.
A week or 2 ago, you treated us all to the beautiful homoerotic view of you wrestling on the floor with Odyssey, and I haven't been able to look at you the same since.
What?
That's more
But
he said no
he got part
homo.
2, and I got an erection. But I don't want to talk about wrestler Mike. I want to talk about the original Mike. The Mike that gave me the name Gayo. The Mike that was, at one time, the best melee player of the boys. It's hard to recognize that now.
Wow.
I don't believe it.
When we first met, you trashed me in every game we played, whether it was in bracket or in friendlies or whatever. You destroyed me. And the first time I beat you in bracket was unironically one of the proudest moments in my melee career.
I'm sorry.
And I want to thank you for being a stepping stone for almost everybody in this room. Now to the house father, a daddy, if you would, Joe.
Daddy. Specific.
The truth is, there's not that much shit that I can talk on you, because you have a great girlfriend. Where's Marley? Over here.
Woo!
You've got a job that you like, with bosses you can deal with,
Let's go, mommy tart.
and you have managed to avoid the real world for 6 years.
Hell yeah!
Let's go, Joe.
I'm floored. And someday, I hope to take out my jealousy by timing you out in bracket twice.
Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Rob.
Yeah, Joe!
Wave Shine Infinite.
6 years?
Alright, now the actual man of the hour is not this guy. It's a guy who we chose to be publicly ridiculed by his friends.
Woo!
Kevin Lang.
Yeah!
Let's go, Kevin!
Go!
Yeah!
Our very own webmaster and resident F Smasher.
Webmaster.
Quotes.
This guy has grown to be a notable player here through work and talent, and he achieved the prestigious title of Webmaster by actually being the only PSU Smasher that can use Pixlr.
Let's go, Pixlr bits!
What the fuck is Pixlr?
That's what I forgot about his image flip.
Quarter DB.
Poor man's Photoshop!
He earned the prestigious spot by the rest of the PR graduating last year. But seriously, in the years that I've known him, Kevin has gone from an 0-2 shitter Marth to 3rd on Penn State's PR. It's been a beautiful transformation to watch, and I sincerely hope that someday I'll get to see the same metamorphosis occur in his sex life. When that day comes,
Wish!
I was gonna take this.
when that day comes, I hope that we'll all get together and celebrate, because I think that would make a beautiful 10-year college anniversary.
You got it.
Now, before I end my set, I want to quickly thank my wonderful roommates, Jacob, who I haven't yet smothered in his sleep.
Thank you, Rob.
Becca, my favorite homie hopper. Marley, the loudest roommate that I could ever come to tolerate. And of course, the lady downstairs. They're with us in spirit, if not in body. I also want to thank the Pittsburgh guys who have ingratiated themselves so well.
Let's go!
Just the biggest, most lovable baby that we could ever have. And Randy, who I'm expected to believe is not gay.
That's what he says.
It's not true!
That's my set, guys. Thank you very much.
Got her.
Dirty Mike! Dirty Mike!
Thanks.
Let's go.
I'm filming. Give me a second.
Let's go, DB, now!
We're back in it.
Alex, can you grab my
I'm not kissing you tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Mike. Alex, get out of there!
We're driving this
Alex! 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 You're so close! Alex!
I don't know.
Mike!
Shyness Boston.
Everyone shut up! Mike's back on!
So, if I had known that Rob's set would have just been a grocery list.
Shut up! Hey! Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
He's driving.
Shut up!
He's driving, everybody. So if I would have known Rob's set would have just been a grocery list of complaints, I don't know if we would have let him on. It sounds like you have a lot to hash out with some of your roommates. I don't know. We're back to Kevin.
Let's go.
You know, anytime I've ever made fun of Kevin, or anybody's ever made fun of Kevin, he's always replied with something to the effect of like, "Kiss me," or something. And I never really understood that. I always thought, you know, he was just bad at comebacks or something. But I've come to realize that I think, you know, the closest thing Kevin's gotten to kissing a girl is kissing Jacob at SAP 62. And he had to record it just so he could replay it. That clip currently has over 1,000 views.
It actually happened!
That's adorable!
That's true. That's the Von Ejax off too.
That's like the third highest Saps clip of all time.
Have you ever kissed someone while wobbling?
Besides you and me, it's SAP 66.
Kevin's an interesting person, you know. He's the one person that would make fun, or you know, tell you to shame you for making, you know, being insensitive to you know, the homo whatever.
You're good.
One more time, you got it.
And then turn around and call nickname Rob Gayo after getting up here one too many times. Not me. I don't know where you got that one. You really know Kevin's just booming with friends, though, when Gil's involved in the roast. I mean, he's literally like the poster child for the kid picked last in gym. We have to be okay. Gil's very excited to be on this panel.
Yeah, Gil.
I respect that.
Let's go, Gil.
I admire someone's enthusiasm enthusiasm for trying out new things, even though imminent failure is right around the corner.
Oh! Fox!
Every week, baby!
Challenging me to money.
Got it, dude.
Or asking a girl on a date.
Oh.
Set logic though.
Well, I remember a few months ago
I
you
can't
had that
be
short
racist.
run with that girl, you know? But it didn't really go your way. But hey, you know what? At least you didn't resort to photoshopping yourself into women's pictures.
Let's go.
He's rock bottom yet.
He brought up for
Oh no!
Let's see evidence show.
Can we pass that around?
Pass that around.
Yeah, exhibit.
There we go.
Let the whole class.
Friend, what the fuck?
Let's go, Gil.
Still weird.
Let's go, buddy.
Yeah!
I'm very excited to be a part of your panel. I hope I don't burn too many bridges tonight.
Nobody has a neck like that.
So let's start out with our great man Mayo, otherwise known affectionately as Rob. As a lot of you guys have been coming over here for a while, we know that Rob has been working on a new video game. It's pretty good. I'm a fan that he's doing it. You know, he seems passionate about it, and you know, coding a video game by himself. That, along with the really shitty glasses and bad haircut, it really fulfills the stereotype of being a cute boy.
Oh shit, he wrote that down.
That, and also, I was taken up very early in the game of Assassins. He got me the first day. I was conscious for an entire hour before I got taken out. He came over, opened up the blinds on my place. He showed me that he had something to bring to me. Then he just continued to shoot a shot right on my chest, near my face. And I knew at that moment, just looking right into his eyes, that was not the first time that he shot a shot at another guy before. I can promise you.
Rob or you?
Oh shit.
Me, pretty much. So, moving on to one of my best friends on the panel, Mr. Sam Borai.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of people from New Jersey, and let me know if I forgot you. We got Mike. We got Jacob.
Yeah.
We got myself, but we all know that New Jersey kind of has a pretty negative stereotype. Sam is the reason that we have this negative stereotype. A lot of people who are really great leaders, we might say that they wake up, they piss excellence. Sam wakes up, he pisses liquid arrogance. It's unbelievable. There was a time where I went to a tournament at his place and we went and stopped at a 7-Eleven. How do you guys normally park? Do you like park right in the parking spot? You trying to be good about it?
Yeah. In between the lines.
This man pulls up to this spot and he takes up literally 3 parking spots. Parking I don't know if those 3 or 4 spots, but it was fucking excessive.
One for now, 2 for later.
Exactly.
All I know is,
You got it.
it's really funny to make fun of New Jersey. I'm not gonna lie about it. Jersey Shore fucked us up. If there's anybody you need to think about in your mind whenever it comes to New Jersey, look no farther than this man right here.
That guy.
Let's
All
go,
right, what did I
Sam.
leave out? I left out Joe, right?
Always.
Oh,
You know,
it's not hard to forget.
Joe and Mike, but we'll get to Mike.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. So Joe, you're a really, really impressive individual who really stands out from a lot of people. You know, I've never really met anybody in my entire life who seems to always be correct. Always right about anything that's Has anybody here ever gotten into a heated conversation with Joe before? Oh! Would you have a better chance of changing somebody's mind compared to that than it would be to talking to a wall? It's the same fucking thing.
No.
Really. It's the same fucking thing.
Let's go, Joe.
Yeah.
Alright?
Why would I take on the wrong opinion?
And another thing that really makes him an individual is that I don't think there's another person in the country of the United States of America who is a 6-year senior in a major of 40 people and still can't seem to get out of here. Really, nobody. And also, we all know that Joe, he's a worker at Momotaro. Very proudly rolls ice cream for people. It's great. It's delicious ice cream. If you guys haven't had it, I suggest that you go there. But it seems like everybody I know besides him that works at an ice cream shop, either a super hot chick or a person who's still in high school trying to make a little bit more money than their allowance that their parents give them. So Joe, I know that you've worn a Princess Peach costume to work before. So where the fuck do you fit in that fucking description? Are you the girl, are you the high school or the hot chick? I don't know. Probably could be either.
He's both.
Ooh.
He's pretty hot.
So, Dirty Mike. Dirty Mike and the boys. He's a legend. You know, most people that are the leader of their group, they're known for being the best and the brightest individuals in their entire group, right? So can somebody explain to me why every single SAPS and every bracket we go to, you always seem to finish up last, man?
I was out.
It's really funny. You honestly, at this point, you would be nothing without riding the coattails of Kevin and Andrew. You know, like I said before, you always seem to come in last. It's not just in bracket. It seems like Andrew could make it to your girlfriend before you could. Right?
Yeah.
Right? And you know, we always kind of view you as like the most sane, the nice person in the group. But that's really not that hard whenever the other members of your group consist of a racist, psychopath, not self-aware adult who can throw a temper tantrum at the same level as a 2-year-old, and Kevin, our man of the hour. Kevin, what is it like to pretend that you don't really care about this game? Because we all know that you care the most about this game out of this entire room, right?
I don't practice.
Yeah.
I've never played basketball in my
But
life.
at the same time, I'm Jacob's neighbor, and it seems like every day of the week, about 7 days, this man is over here playing Martha and Friendlies, but you know, he doesn't care about how he does. You know, he doesn't care about this game. And you definitely didn't care about this game whenever you fucking lost a row and bracket and had to quit out on him whenever you're playing against his game.
He's rolling.
Literally.
Hey!
CRL went up to this man friendlies and tried to give him advice like a nice person. How did he respond? I don't really care about how I do in this game. It doesn't matter. Alright, and in addition to that, I mean, on a more serious note, Kevin, he's very against saying like something, calling somebody faggot or saying that some move is gay, which is very progressive. Very welcome to him. But you know, that's a little. It makes me think about it since you keep getting fucked in the ass by Cook and Bracket. We all know that he was playing Yoshi, a bad matchup, but this guy's playing fucking Fox against you and you still can't beat his ass. There could be some connection between the two of those things. But all jokes aside, I got nothing but respect for everybody on the panel. And I'm really glad that I could be a part of this. And let's get back to Mike, alright guys? Yo, Kevin, who's
Alright, Mike.
Yeah, who the fuck? I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Who the fuck this guy is?
Hey! Everybody shut the fuck up!
I like Mike. He's great.
Let Mike speak!
He has my respect.
Maybe you should lay off the drinks.
Is it like
Roasted.
Sorry. It's still not about you. So, as the picture, I did find that on Twitter, the picture of you photoshopping yourself. Yeah, well, I was scrolling through your Twitter, you know, to prepare for this. And I saw a tweet from about a year ago. You ever quote a vine you never have before and feel an ascension to a higher state of being?
Yes!
No one's thought about that. Really, no one's thinking about it. Let's go. I also noticed a tweet from you talking about your New Year's resolution. This one was more recent, saying you want to develop your conversation skills.
Yeah.
Like me right now.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them should have been making your laugh sound less like a horse being drilled with a jackhammer. Maybe that would have, you know.
You fucked up, Bean.
Help you out.
Yeah.
Maybe it would help with your conversation skills too. Who knows? Look at Joe. He's looking great today. He's like the happiest depressed kid in the room right now. You know how you always hear saying college was the best years of my life. He's really taking that to heart. You know, college is all the years of my life. But college suits you, you know? You really fit into the college vibe. You're always chill, relaxed, easygoing, down to do whatever, don't really accomplish much. Talks about how successful they would be if they were, if they tried, you know? So let's see what you got, Joe. Give it up for Joe.
Let's go, see?
Joe!
Thank you, Mike.
Joe. Everyone shut up.
Thank you, Mike, for your wonderful introduction. And thank you, Kevin, for being here today. I only agreed to be here because if Kevin gets mad, he can't screenshot it. But back to Mike. Mike's been doing a really great job as the host of this thing, and it's honestly like really cool to just see you come out of your shell a little more than usual. I think the last time Mike was this far out of his comfort zone was when he switched to whole milk last year. And speaking of comfort zones, Rob's wearing a plaid shirt tonight, so hey, shout out to you too.
Stepping out.
I knew you were racist.
Jeff's also here tonight, which you might not have noticed if you looked at him from the side. Jeff's actually a really good guy. He's hard to roast, but I imagine if you ask to play Melee at 4 a.m. as often as Jeff does, your demons probably roast you enough. I couldn't do any better. Before I hit the good stuff, like Sam on a bike at 10 years old, I have a clarification to make. Alright, last week Kevin referred to me as 5'6". As a short guy, I need everything I can get, so I just want to make it clear that I'm actually 5'8". And I would say that that's probably not the first time Kevin's lied about 2 inches. Speaking of short things, I'm gonna try to keep this set shorter. Shorter than Sam's average time at a Penn State bar. Which, by my calculation, should give me about 3 more minutes than Gil's last relationship. And you know, I hope it'll have more content than that too. It's also a weird feeling being up here and knowing that Sam probably has 3 or 4 side bets on you about what the things you're gonna say. As we all know, besides free stuff, there's nothing Sam likes more than a good side bet. And by the way, a side bet is just what somebody with a gambling problem calls a bet. Kind of like what I call smoking weed a hobby.
Side that I have a gambling problem?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Fuck.
I deal with these fuckers.
I've never seen Sam's bank statement, but I imagine that account has more small transactions than a rubber glove at Kevin's house. Alright, speaking of Kevin, the man of the hour. This is a genuine comment right here. I'd really like to thank you for letting this happen. It takes a big man to let a bunch of people sit in a room and make fun of him for what's probably going to turn out to be an hour. And honestly, I'm just glad to see you alive and well, because last week something weird happened. Your parents actually contacted me and asked where you were and if you were okay. Which I thought was really weird because I've never met these people in my life. And it turns out you just hadn't sent them a screenshot of an unfinished Tinder conversation in like 5 years. Along those lines, I don't know about you guys, but I've so far in my life been lucky enough to never scroll through the camera roll on Kevin's phone. But I imagine it looks pretty similar to my own college transcript. Or in other words, a lot of C's and D's on things that'll never apply to me in real life.
He roasted himself.
I also don't think Kevin's actually capable of bringing a woman to climax, because if he ever got close, he'd probably text the group chat about it. I think we're all familiar with some of Kevin's unlit flames, if you will. I'm not even going to ask how Mia is because I know the answer is better off. Let's face it, the most exercise Kevin's gotten in years is when he puts his foot up in the air for a picture to be posted. And without that long hair, if you guys haven't noticed, his head kind of looks like one of these little eggs with chapstick inside it. I actually brought it
It's
over.
fine. If you need it, that's fine, but I need it first.
Okay.
Thanks, friend.
I figured if I bomb this roast, I might as well have a visual aid. So. And, you know, what else is there to say about Kevin?
This roast sponsored by EOS.
I think of Kevin like somebody with multiple personality disorder, but at some point he lost the good one.
Ooh.
And I know I have multiple personality disorder.
I can't use it up in this one. It's not
One thing Kevin's really fond of is criticism, as you guys probably know. For the Connor Gills in the audience, criticism is another word for circle jerk.
I've said that so many times.
Kevin's been criticizing people since he could talk. In fact, he actually learned how to talk by criticizing other babies who were learning how to talk. And as with everything in life, if you want to get good at something, you should start early. And that's very true in this case. Kevin's first encounter with criticism actually came during a conversation between the doctor and his parents in the delivery room.
I'm being smart.
In fact, I consider Kevin at least one of two people in this melee community who make a very compelling argument for eugenics.
Where's Josh Warrens?
And, you know, on a serious note, I do think that the idea of humanity playing God is absolutely worth the discussion, so I can't knock Andrew or Josh Warrens for wanting to talk about it a lot. And while I don't personally believe in God, I still find myself praying every day that Kevin never adopts a dog with a peanut allergy.
What?
Think about
The
that.
dog likes that. You can't all be Jim's people. Come on.
Shit.
Speaking of peanut allergies, how you doing over there, Connor?
Hey!
Health defects.
Fucked up.
See, that one's funny because the only successful part of my melee career is not losing to a girl who's been playing for 6 months.
Still sucks.
For someone around my level, playing against Becca is kind of like having sex in public, because you really want to finish on top and you wish people would stop looking at you. And luckily for Kevin, he never has to worry about either of those things. Also, I think after hearing the words Becca and sex in the same sentence, Mike might switch back to skim milk. Anyway, I should probably wrap this up, or Rob will yell at me for camping and quit the roasts. You guys have been great.
Oh, fuck.
That was solid. That was solid. I'm hoping for another good follow-up after that one. Next one's gonna be Sam. And Sam's an interesting man.
Yeah, he is.
When he finds himself in a problem, he always finds unique solutions to figure that out, you know? He saw himself putting on a few pounds, getting himself a little belly, you know? Normal people, they, you know, start hitting the gym, maybe eat healthy. He sees it a different way. Immediately starts campaigning that dad bods are in.
Yo, Joe!
You know, he finds a couple girls at a party, and you know, he starts butter boying them up, starts adding a couple pounds on them, you know, make even the point. Listen, Sam, if the whole dad bod thing doesn't work, I think some lipo, maybe some plastic surgery could fix it. I hear Jacob knows a real good surgeon. Give it up for Sam.
Where's Kate?
Let's go, Sam! Where the fuck is Kate?
Kate? Oh, fuck. Kate's
She's not here for my shining moment.
Buttermilk.
We can FaceTime her in.
Crispy. Here we go. She's here in spirit. Anyways, what up, guys? I'm so happy to be here. 147 South Keller Street.
27.
Whatever the fuck it is, fucking born nut, you fucking losers. I swear to God, you guys would let your firstborn child be born here because it's more convenient. I swear to God, half you guys, when you heard that you couldn't fucking play Assassins here, you're like, fuck, I actually have to go somewhere to play this game. What the fuck? I can't even take for one. You know what? No, for real. It's funny because you guys like to describe places in their proximity to Bourcott. Yo, where's Gil's house? Oh, it's like 2 blocks from Bourcott. Yo, where's McDonald's? It's about a quarter mile from Bourcott. Yo, where's the best place to get laid on a Friday night? I don't know. I'm so happy to be here tonight, man. When we first planned this, we voted on it, and then the original panel was we had me, Mike, and Gil. And then after that, we had to have someone else in the panel because we had to fill up time, you know what I'm saying? So originally we brought Joe on because, well, he figured that we had to make sure none of us were going to say the fucking word nigger tonight.
Where do I post this?
Not on Twitch!
God damn it!
I'm sorry!
Fuck!
He said the N-word.
He said it! Oil said the N-word!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Just from Tom's River, it's okay.
And then we have to bring Rob on, because you know what? Rob must have figured that, like, hey, if he's on the panel, he'd have a better view to make sure no one's fucking playing Melee tonight. No! You fucking fruit! I swear to God, you're like that fat chick at a bar that makes her 2 hot friends leave early because she's not getting any. But that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. Because normally when you have a roast, it's to like celebrate a birthday or because they accomplished something. It's a boy. We just fucking hate you, dude. Not only that,
Kevin.
your own region bailed on you for this roast. And even more so, Dom's not here tonight, which is a good thing because we had to make sure you're the most hated person in the entire room.
You can't do my boy Dom like that. I'm upset.
It's Sam.
No, I love Kev though, because like I've seen him grow up. I saw him when he was a freshman. When he came here, one of the first times he played hunched over, I saw him playing with Windmill with a beanie and a Hungry Box shirt on, and I was just like, wow. This is what someone who subscribes to someone on Twitch looks like. No, Kev looks like... Kev is like someone who, like, they watched YouTube videos for the last couple of years on WikiHows and, like, how to pick up chicks. But he applied that to, like, literally everyone. That's why he talks to all of us with, like, the tenacity of a gay Johnny Bravo. Dude, Kevin looks like if you fucking he tried out for School of Rock, but for like one of the kids' parts. And like when he has, and actually no, not tonight. When he had the headband on tonight, he kind of looked like Mose from SD Classified. That's what we all together. But you guys don't know this because none of you guys went out with him besides me. Maybe I'm wrong. But have you guys ever went out with someone who every time you went out with them, you have to reintroduce them every time you bring them out with someone? You guys will give me shit for Allie, but I brought him over to her place for the last 4 months, and every single time I had to reintroduce him. And you know what? At the end, I finally had to get an opinion on it because I want to make sure like they were all cool with him. And I'm like, yo, did you guys like Kevin? Like he was cool, right? And the only thing she had to say was she's like, yeah, I liked him. He has a really funny Twitter. You fucking zero! I swear, like, if you wanted to go somewhere where no one would remember you, just go home to Lehigh Valley for 1 weekend. No, for real though. Kevin's like a really big part of the community. Like, he puts together all the advertisements, he's on the panels, like a lot of the big events we would not have if you were here. He's also a very esteemed member of Dirty Mike and the Boys. Dirty Mike! which makes zero fucking sense. Because, like, have you ever heard of a group named after the worst person in the entire group? Yeah! That's like naming Star Wars after Jar Jar Binks. That's like naming Dragon Ball Z after Yamcha. That's like naming Penn State Smash after Connor Gill. Gill's the only person that plays Melee that could have an 8-minute movie after him that makes everyone else want to run into him in round 1 losers life. Hey, you know what? He told me not to say this tonight. But you know what? No, this is very important. Because as funny as the Gill guy is, he literally came out to me 3 hours ago and he's like, yo, Sam, I literally didn't write shit down. I just thought, I just come in and wing it. I just come in and hear my shit. You know what? He's like, Sam, I don't care. I'll be a sellout, okay? Just give me some shit to say. Gil, what made you think you weren't a sellout before this? You were the only person in your entire movie that wore a fucking suit for an interview. He asked me to. Gil, if you spent as much time getting ready for that interview as you would at Melee, you wouldn't have to worry about your bracket results every week. That's what it is. I love all you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam.
I didn't know Sam had so much pent-up anger. Does your mom not let you curse at home?
No. I have to drink 3 glasses of milk first.
Skimmer hole. Freezy! And finally, Kevin, the man of the hour. This man, he can go from my favorite person in the room to my least favorite in 2 beers and 1 hit on Jacob Dab.
It's a great pen.
You know, I love you, man, and you know, you've let me use your check account for almost 2 years and still haven't accepted my free donuts.
Yeah.
I don't know what's about that. You know? I've seen you punch in the button on the elevator with a plastic foot in your hand and then go fully horizontal in that elevator on the ride up. I don't get it.
What? I don't know what that means.
You've made Campus Story more times than toes in this room. And I know it's a weird metric, but I've counted it. You're a goofball, and I love you, man. And you make this time at college the best.
Just no Kevin. Mike.
I need my pen. So, Kurt Top has props. As you all know, we had Secret Santa this year. As you all know, I had Joe. Joe, I think it's proper to start off with you. There you go. There's your Christmas. Oh my God! It's Leading Joseph! Customary to Joe than Joe with Leaning Joe socks on. That being said, what's more customary to Joe? Being a 6-year student and finally hitting his 100 level classes.
That's pathetic.
Pathetic.
Why is Jeff saying that?
You don't even go here.
As I was saying, Poseidon.
Yeah!
Woo! I never
Rob.
figured out how to say that.
Rob, we get it. Nothing matters. You can probably show more emotion than probably a little upset and impressed. And I swear you look like Gil after any set he lost. Just try and like step a little above that. You'll be so impressed with that. Such a step up. Now, Sam is one of the most nonsensical people I know. He once called me at 2 a.m. to sleep in my place, texted me here, 15 minutes before he got to my place, immediately threw a full bottle of Buttersworth at the wall, leaving a puddle everywhere, and managed to leave with 5 things of his possessions still at my house.
You never gave them back, asshole!
They're mine now! Sam, which coincidentally, he's wearing it right now, swindled a McDonald's worker out of their own shirt that only McDonald's workers are supposed to have. Sam once arrived at Borg Hut at 2:30 in the morning, only holding a 3-foot by 2-foot poster that he stole from the coffee shop. Need I say more? Need I say more?
She liked it!
Allie.
When I was like,
Allie. Honestly, just end the joke there. Allie. Mike's my boy, so I can't roast him.
pussy.
But let's just say, no one is surprised the guy that's been playing Melee for about 10 years, biggest accomplishment, is keeping a stat sheet.
Let's go spreadsheet.
Rat
Excel.
Meanwhile, Gil is not my boy, so I can roast him. And let's just say, no one is surprised that his biggest accomplishment is getting 3-0'd, that the guy whose biggest accomplishment is running the stat sheet.
Nice combo.
Thank you.
Yeah.